Okay, this is gonna be another rant because I saw this thing on Discord and I read it very, very briefly. But I want to touch on it because it's super important, especially if you want to achieve a goal that not a lot of people want to achieve. Or you want to like do something like, I don't know, start a business or whatever and actually be successful with that business. You need to have focus. And the thing with the way that we live now, especially with social media and cheap dopamine and just really, really short attention spans that a lot of people have nowadays, a lot of us are not focused and we have a hard time focusing. And you see, when you're building a business, you need to have focus. You need to be able to sit down at a chair at your desk for an extended period of time and focus on the task in front of you, and that's it. You can't, be checking your phone every 5 minutes. You can't like be hopping between applications while working, because that's going to affect your productivity and it's going to affect your focus and your attention span as well. You're just making your attention span worse and a lot shorter than it needs to be and a lot shorter than it should be. Because think about it, right? Even especially like if you're on a sales call, which is live, you're in front of another human being and having a conversation with them. And at the end of that call, you're either going to close them or you're not going to close them. And if you're not focused, if you have a short attention span and you can't focus on what's in front of you and the conversation that's happening, a lot of information is going to slip through the cracks. They're going to tell, like people can tell if you're not focused on the conversation or if you're distracted. And you're just not going to be able to show up as the best version of yourself on these calls. And it's not only calls, right? It's, building an automation or writing copy or working on a sales script, whatever it is. You need to have focus and you need to be able to, sit down and just work on that one thing and do it well. And this also ties into productivity as well, because a lot of people think that productivity, like people have this misconception that productivity is how much time you work. That's not true. Working for a long extended period of time does not automatically equal productivity. Productivity is how much work you get done in a specific time period. You can get 10% of your tasks done in an hour, and another person can get 75% done of that same exact task in the same amount of time. And the other person is much more productive than you, more than 7 times more productive. And a huge factor of productivity is your focus. Because if you get focused, like you're going to be in the flow state where you're able to work on a task and work on it well. Like you're not even conscious that time. Like if you've ever been in the flow state, like you're not even aware that you're working. You're just present and focused on what is in front of you. You're watching this and your attention span is not where you want it to be and you can't focus. There are a couple of things that you can do that I found that helped me. They might not help you, but this is just what worked for me in my case. So I suggest you do your own research and test things out. But simple things like reading or meditation or even taking a walk and not listening to music and not doing anything. Just focus on what's in front of you, not multitasking. For example, like when you're driving, just focus on driving. Don't pick up your phone every time you're at a stoplight. Don't, do all kinds of things. Just focus on what's in front of you. And, being focused on other aspects of your life is going to bleed into your work and your career and whatever you want to achieve and the tasks that you have to do within that. And it's going to help you dial in your focus. There's also like little add-ons you can say that will help you. One thing that I've learned for me is that when I'm working, like really working on a task, my phone is out of sight and out of mind and it's on airplane mode. Like I'm not talking to anyone when I'm working on a specific task, unless I need to talk to that person, right? So I have my phone on airplane mode. It's away, it's out of sight, out of mind. And sometimes just shut it down as well. Like put it on airplane mode and shut it down and forget about it, and put a timer and work until that timer is done. Another thing is Brain FM. I'm not sponsored, but Brain FM is basically like this science-backed music which helps you focus more, gets you in the flow state much faster. I wouldn't say it helps every single person and it's the end-all be-all for productivity. Again, this is something that you should just test out, try out for yourself, and see if it actually helps you. Brain FM has, little samples of their music online for like 30 minutes or so. So if you want to try it out, just, put a timer for 30 minutes or listen to the entire video while working. And again, put your phone away, no distractions, and just have your computer or your piece of paper, whatever you're working on, and just work on that. And yeah, I really hope that helps. And I want everyone that's watching this and needs to get their attention back to actually focus on this, because if you want to, start a business or be more present just in life in general, this is something that you have to work on actively, especially in the society that we live in.